Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have you here. My name is Brenda. We have Rick, Laura, Mariano here. And between the four of us, we have over 35 years experience in this industry. So you are definitely hearing from experts. So we're going to go ahead and get started because we want to take just about 30 minutes of your time and share with you what we're so excited about. So I'm going to turn it over to Laura.
Thank you, Brenda. And as you know, might have heard us talk before, we were talking about doing the travel training certificates and what you can do right now from home. So, we're in a contest right now as far as who can get the most certificates done and learning to certify in different places. But, travel is the number one U.S. export. It's the number one industry in the world. We are severely, hindered right now, but we know that that's coming back. So now is the time really for you to dig in and do those certificates, because you can do this and you can build yourself a whole new resume. I mean, some people may not even know if they have a job to go back to. Some people need a plan A. Some people are still working on a plan B. And, being a travel agent and working from home, it definitely has, its perks. You can travel like an insider the more you know about travel. The tax benefits are huge for it. And, we've had the ongoing and support, which I love. There's no employees, there's no quotas, there's no inventory, and there's no collections. I just spent time 2 years ago going back to school and finishing a degree. And I know people that have spent thousands of dollars on trying to learn how to become, either a wedding planner or a destination planner, and then they have no connection to the industry. With our business, we have YTB Travel Network, and the hospitality and tourism industry right now needs you more than ever, because they need you to help get that word out. You can still book future travel right now. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, and they need our help to get that out. So if you want to avoid thousands of dollars in tuition and debt, then, YTB Travel Network, because our training is free. So you can actually, learn all about everything you need to know for the travel industry from home and position yourself to be a travel agent. Because it's one thing I love about this business is you can truly earn while you learn. And Mariano will be talking about some other ways you can earn while you're learning this. But, you can specialize in anything you want. Special needs travel, which we'll talk about a little bit about in a minute. Like I said, weddings, destination specialist. I've done the Disney specialist. I've done a ton of them. The cruises. I love to go cruise. I love the Caribbean. So I've been kind of knocking out all of the cruise ports and everywhere a cruise ship would go to, because I want to know what I get to go see when I'm there. But, your possibilities are endless. You can become a hotel and resort specialist. I know Mariano will tell you a little more how we use this for nonprofits and ministry funding, but the event planning and entertainment area, I mean, that is really huge. I know I'm planning on my own destination wedding. I'm planning on getting married in Jamaica. Why? Because I can, and I can write it off on my taxes because I haven't been there before. So. But special needs, it's not just for, people that are elderly, but the baby boomers are a huge market right now. 40% of your baby boomers are going to retire with some form of disability. It's just the stats that we have. We have baby boomers that are retiring. There's like 10,000. The numbers are phenomenal, and it's all the way till 2030. And with this COVID, I'm pretty sure we're going to be creating a whole new baby boom era right now because of the COVID. But it's a huge area. It's a huge market for the baby boomers to learn about special needs, but it's also good for people that, like, say you had a big trip planned. Maybe you went skiing up here in the mountains and you broke your legs and now you're in a cast or you need a wheelchair. Doesn't mean you have to cancel your plans. Learn how special needs can help that and help set people up and still take their vacations. A lot of people just think they need to postpone them. But once you take the free training and you get your CLIA number, you have full access to Travel Agent University. You have full access to Travel Agent Academy. And I've worked in both of them. Right now, I'm still running through Travel Agent Academy, but it is endless, the number of programs. You have Nassau, I've done Atlantis. They have stuff for cruises. They have stuff for destinations. You can specialize in anything that you want to specialize in. Find what your niche is, find what suits you, and become a specialist for that. like I said, I love the Caribbean. So I did a lot with Nassau and everything in the Caribbean. But the nice thing about all these certificates is you can take the time and you have all these certificates behind you. You have the CLIA, you have the training, and virtual assistant is a huge career. I have a lot of health business partners that they send their people out on retreats and they put retreats together, but they don't have the time, nor do they want to be bothered with booking the travel. They hire virtual assistants. And you can see on the one here, 10 things outsourced to a virtual assistant, travel research and booking. So if you took this time now to dig in, get that certification, and then we even have some other links and stuff from expert rating. I did an expert rating one. Build your profile, build your resume, show them what you specialize in. There are businesses that travel all the time for business. There's all kinds of industries that do a lot of travel for business, but they don't want to book their own. So you might want to be, the full-on travel agent or even work as a virtual assistant. It's something very simple and easy that you can do from home, but it gives us a lot of possibilities. But now I will go ahead and I'll stop sharing here, and I'm going to hand it over to Mariano because he's going to tell you more about how we can earn or use this for nonprofits and stuff. Mariano?
Thanks, Laura. And so, one of the things that I want to amplify a little bit on what Laura just said is that, we've got so much training that you can't do it all in a lifetime. And, like she said, a majority of it, like 99.9% of it is free. And so those are tools that we all have available to us. And one of the other tools that I want to share with you right now is the Vortex, which is our complimentary website. And it's, it's in competition with the other sites that are out there, but ours is different from the standpoint that, we're going to save you money 9 times out of 10. Now, it is a free site. And when you get to the sign-up pages, as I'm showing you here, it's real simple. You can do it in a couple of minutes. You know your first, last name, you have your email address, and you create a password without symbols. And if you have any trouble remembering any of that information, look at your driver's license or some kind of an ID. But anyway, within 2 minutes, you can have your site available or access available. But you need to click on that orange box at the bottom there, because what we're going to do is we're going to send you a link in an email that you need to click on to confirm that you want access. So what we offer on the Vortex is hotels, resorts, weekly stays, cruises, cars, flights, travel insurance. And what I'll tell you on the flights is that even in this environment, we're competitive, but that's not where we save people a lot of money. Typically it's with the other services that are there. But when you look at the Vortex, it's your way to save money. Now, we know that when people go online to buy their travel services, they go from anywhere from 5 to 8 different sites because they don't care who they get it from. They just want the best price, right? We're just like everybody else. But here's the big deal about our Vortex algorithm. It searches among the 15 most popular sites, and then once it finds the lowest price, then we set our Vortex price up to 60% lower than that. And so what I want to share with you right now is some saving options, or ideas and examples, okay? So when you go to the Vortex and you want to go to Orlando, you're going to save $67 over the lowest internet price. And then, you see Los Angeles, New York, and these are some examples that have been taken over a time frame ago. But one of the things that we're also going to show you is how by gathering customers, okay, say you don't want to build a team, you just want to gather customers, you can earn money by doing this or creating another income stream. So what I want to share with you while I'm talking about on this slide here is that you can see that when you gather customers, you're gonna earn 60% of whatever it is that they save. So, besides saving you money, and because we're searching all those sites for you already, we're actually saving you time and money. So we're making this kind of like a one-stop shop for you to find the best deals on travel. So like I said, 9 times out of 10, we're going to save you some money. But here's the important part I want to share with you on making money, is that you can see that on that Orlando trip, if somebody saves $67, you're going to earn 60% of that, or in this case, it's $40. And you can see the other examples there. If somebody goes to Thailand and saves 226, and you're going to earn 136. And this is a free link that you're going to give to people. And oh, by the way, there's no limit to the number of people you can give it to, not only here in the United States, but around the world, okay? So let's talk a little bit about using it as a fundraising tool. Now, we know that there's all kinds of nonprofits or for-profits that are looking for a way to either save money or make money. And what I'm going to share with you here is how the Vortex can create a large income stream, a passive income stream for all kinds of organizations, you know, whether it's a church or a school, you know, traveling teams or what have you. So let's talk about a church because, you know, they're easy to talk to and everybody can typically relate to the church model. So what we're going to talk about here is imagine the church owning a tool where they can give that Vortex link out to the congregation. And the congregation there, you know, the benefit to the congregation is that whenever they use the Vortex, they're going to save money. And then they're also going to be able to benefit the church because now the church is going to earn that 60% of the savings of whatever the church member or the congregation saves. So you can see that, you know, if the congregation is 100 people or 1,000 people or whatever it happens to be, that it can start adding up in a hurry. And I'll show you an example here, what kind of money we're talking about. But what I want to stress with you is that in the time period that we're in right now, you know, and Laura touched on this a little bit, you know, since you're with your family right now, now's the time to start planning your next vacation because, you know, you're going to find some of the smokingest deals that you're ever going to find in the travel industry. And even if it's 6 months to a year out, that's perfect because, you know, now's the time to start booking that stuff. So if you're in a church situation where you're trying to generate funding for your mission trips, or maybe you want to build a youth center or whatever it happens to be that you need money for, even if it's just for operating purposes, now is the time to get involved because now you can set things in motion and people can start, you know, using the tool, becoming familiar with it. And, you know, whenever they take a trip of any kind, then they're going to give the church an opportunity to earn money by things that they're going to be doing anyway. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what kind of money we're talking about because this is really important. You know, let's say that 50 people booked travel and each one of them saved an average of $50 on their trip. Well, when you realize that 60% of that is $30, when you multiply $30 times 50 people, that's $1,500 that the church has raised by people doing what they're already doing, but just using a different tool. Now, if you want to, you know, blow your mind a little bit, don't not only look at the 100 people example or the 500 people example, but how about if 1,000 people did it? And this is where all we're talking about is booking one room a night or a year with, you know, 500 or 1,000 people doing it. Now realize that those church members can also share that link with other people in their families. So regardless of where they live in the country or around the world, there's no limit to the number of people that can be supporting that church. So we highly encourage, you know, the anybody that you know that is looking for a way to raise money for their church or any other nonprofit to get involved now and start, you know, developing that campaign so that when people start traveling again, they'll be set and ready to go. Now, when you talk about the fundraising benefits that our tool offers, is that, you know, you're going to generate funds from your existing network. And what's also cool about this is that, again, it's not money coming out of their pocket, especially like in a church, you know, where people tithe already. It's just another way of supporting the church in a passive manner. There's no ceiling to how much money you can make, you know, and even though you may not have a large numbers of participation, you can see with just the numbers that we showed you, that you can have significant revenue with just a small number of people participating. Now, what's also nice about our tool is that all of the money is tracked and the reporting is generated for the owner of the tool. And you know, the online bookings and changes are handled by the travel vendors and not the church. So there's no overhead that they're responsible for. You know, when they get paid those cash rewards, they're paid by the vendors and not, again, the supporters. So no additional money coming out of their pocket. So the campaign requires virtually no management overhead. In fact, the biggest amount of effort is going to be in just getting the word out and then getting people to use it or remember to use it. And probably most significant for a nonprofit is that there's no contractual or long-term commitments that are required. So let me talk a little bit about, on a personal level, how if you're looking to generate another income stream, how you can do that, but with our, what we call our TIP program, or the travel income package. It includes the Vortex, the travel agency, and a reward trip that you're going to be able to take after being with us for a year now. There's some incentives that are built in right now, so you'll be eligible to take that trip in a quicker time frame. But you're going to get 7 nights that you can stay at a location or a resort of some kind for 7 nights at over 3,000 locations around the world. And you can use this for a family or whatever you want to do. But the bottom line is that, you know, by getting this Vortex link out to all the people that you know, and then have them share it with people that they know, because again, the big deal is going to be saving money. Now, again, we're talking about a pretty good income stream. And oh, by the way, you can do this part-time. You don't have to do it as a new career, but you can if you want, right? So realize that while you're waiting for your job to come back, or even after your job comes back, if it's not providing you the kind of money that you need, this can become a pretty significant side hustle, if you want to call it that. So let's talk a little bit about those numbers again, that what kind of money you can be talking about generating by handing this link out to people that you know. So again, if 50 people book travel and they save $50 on that one night stay at a Holiday Inn Express, you're going to earn $30 of that each time. And so now you can earn $1,500 by just people using a free site. You know, last time I checked, those other sites aren't sending you checks, but we will. So again, there's no limit to the number of Vortex customers you can have, not only here in the United States, but around the world. And we know the world travels and will continue to travel, because if nothing else, you know, the travel industry is one of the few, if not the only, recession-proof industry. So that's all I had to share today. So I'm going to hand it over to Brenda, because I know she's got some pretty cool stuff she wants to share with you as well. Brenda, back to you.
All righty, that was fantastic, and thank you so much. You know, this is a business that requires just friends, people that you like to work with. Maybe there's a group of folks that you're all kind of quarantined at home now and you're not working, so you can put a business together, and that's what's so exciting about this. And I want to share with you real quick about Helen. She owns a beauty salon with about 15 hairstylists. And she decided to get on the Zoom, and we did a presentation for the stylists that could join us. And she was so excited about it, because now they're sitting at home. They really can't do anything. They can't make an income. So she was able to get a few of them together. She was so excited. We had Frank, who came on board. Frank told Jeff, and Jeff's excited about it. And then, but Sarah has a son, Ben, and Ben was going to college. So of course, everybody had to be sent home. And he was so excited about this because his friends, they were all planning to go to Europe this summer. So he grabbed a group of them and they got going, and they are literally exploding through social media and sharing the Surge365 business. And what was so great about Ben is he earned his $1,000 bonus before anyone else. So Helen's like, no way, I'm gonna get mine. And that's what's so great about this business. You just share it with people that you know. And then also Barbara, which was good about Barbara, she's one of Helen's stylists, but Barbara didn't want to talk to people, but she loved the idea of doing the university like Laura shared with us earlier. So she is doing classes, she's learning about all the different places that she wants to go, and she was able to be quarantined with her grandkids. So now she has them learning about the different places, Madagascar, all these places that these kids have heard about. They're now taking the classes with their grandma, spending time dreaming about where they want to go and how they want to go. So that's what's so fantastic about Surge 365. We have so many different ways that you can learn, that you can make money. You just decide which one works for you. And so I just love the group of people that we're working with. I love the fact that Helen started this and she was able to reach so many people just from the power of social media and Zoom. So if you're looking for a group of folks, find your circle of friends. Who did you used to work with and now they're home with their kids and they want to do something else? So, barbershops, restaurants, waiters, there is so many people now that are looking for something. So find your circle of friends. I love how Steve Harvey says it. You have to jump. You have to make a decision to do something. And with Surge 365, we're here to help you. We're here to help you be successful and change your family's financial future. So definitely join us. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Rick, because I know you have a great little demonstration that you can share with us.
I do, Brenda, and thank you for that awesome information. And what a network. Your network is your net worth. And right now, people are at home. I believe this is a great reset opportunity for us. And one of the things that's so awesome about Surge is that we're on a mission. We're on a mission. And we invite you to join us on this mission, healing nations with vacations. And what's interesting is that we actually went on this mission before this whole pandemic even happened. And our goal, I want you to think about this. Many people have been reset. They're home now, is 0 unused vacation days. So when you become a member of Surge 365, it is totally unacceptable people not taking a vacation. So we have literally taken away all excuses for you not to take a vacation. And we're looking at whether we go back traveling this year or next. Like Mariano said, now is the best time to get the best rates. But included in the membership is a 7-day vacation. But check this out. So last year, 768 million unused vacation days. 42% of Americans not taking vacations, folks. That's huge. We want to get rid of that because why? There is a health benefit. And here are some stats on the health benefits and the impacts. So the Journal of American Medical Association, they say that men taking annual vacations reduce heart disease risk by 32%. Now that's better than any drug, and people are on a lot of drugs. We want to get rid of the medication. The Business Insider says people who take more than 10 vacation days per year are 2 times as likely to get a raise or a bonus, even from home, folks. And we've got OR's research that says vacations significantly lower stress, boost immune system, and that's pretty huge about now. These benefits last up to 10 months after the vacation ends. You wonder why people don't take vacations. Our life now, Brenda, in my life, it's vacations. And finally, the University of Pittsburgh says vacations contribute to higher positive emotional levels, less depression. You know how you feel on vacation. It's actually therapeutic. Lower blood pressure and smaller waistlines. Now, smaller waistlines, I love how you say it, Mariano. If you're on a cruise, smaller waistlines. If you're on a destination, all inclusive, all that good food, that's debatable. But the point is, our members will take vacations. We've taken away all excuses for you not to take a vacation. So I want to talk real briefly. Home, sweet home. There's no place like home. So I want to talk real briefly how we Brenda and I practically use Surge 365 in our home. And this may give you some ideas as well. And of course, every home we believe needs a travel business. The membership, the travel membership and lifestyle benefits program that you join when you get into Surge365. And we're going to talk primarily about our top program, the Travel Owner Package. You can add up to 4 people on there, and you can change them out, interchangeable. And so imagine 4 folks on this executive travel membership program, exclusive access to member-only insider pricing. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the lowest rates, no commissions, no markups. You now have access to the lowest rates. And if you shop online, and many people are shopping online, being at home, you can shop online through this membership, and you're earning reward credits, which are kind of like credit card points. Practical things and ways we use the top program. Now, you heard Mariano mention the Vortex. And as he mentioned, that's a customer travel savings portal. It's international. You can give it out to the world. Someone in China, someone in the UK can get that link, not even come to the United States. They will save through that link, and you earn 60% of whatever they save. So now you're creating an income stream. You're earning cash, and not only do you get a check, 60% of what they save, you're earning reward credits when that customer books. And those all roll back to you 24/7, 365 days out of the year. Move aside Expedia, move aside Travelocity, Orbitz. We're putting you in that same market space. Now you're earning. Oh, by the way, last year Expedia, $85 billion. We want to take market share. And so this is what Brenda and I are doing from home. The Vacation Rewards Vault. Here you're accumulating reward credits that can go toward free travel, vacations. So when someone books through that Vortex link, those reward credits are coming back to you. When you shop online through your favorite stores, Macy's, Walmart, whatever store, over 75,000 retailers, reward credits are coming back to you. When you book your own travel, not only are you getting the lowest rates, reward credits are coming back into that vacation vault, and you're using it for free travel. Now, I love Brenda doing this from home. Brenda is our travel agent, and she takes all those courses that Laura was talking about. I grab the bags. Exciting global career path. Now, this is an actual trade. Many people are going back to college, and they're taking classes, and they're becoming whatever classes, a business degree, all these degrees. Who's going to hire you? And I love how you mentioned it, Laura. This is an actual trade. Would you like to be a wedding destination specialist? Would you like to be a special needs travel specialist, a Disney specialist, a SeaWorld specialist, a Vegas specialist? This training is free. It's online. You just lay out what you want to do. I've got a friend who's actually using the travel agency to create a whole, we've got a contest going now, and he's creating a plethora of different degrees or certifications that he wants to put together. And Laura, I think he's going to give you a run for your money. The way Brenda and I use the top program, the Travel Owners Package. Now, this is pretty cool, ladies and gentlemen. The Surge365 member receives that 7-night resort trip. Over 3,000 locations you can choose from, destinations, resort destinations you can choose from. Where would you like to go? Once you book it, you have a year to use it. I've got a friend who is getting married in 2021. And so he's going to be using this reward trip for his honeymoon. And I thought that's a smart thing to do. But where do you want to go after being locked up, locked down, quarantined? Where would you like to go? As a member, see, we want to erase all of those vacations that people are not taking and take away every excuse for you now to take a vacation. And so as a member, it's included in your membership. Be with us for a year and pick where you want to go. How Brenda and I are using this. Brenda, I'm not sure if you've picked a place yet. I'm thinking about, well, we'll talk about it. Now, you hear Laura talk about this quite a bit. if for no other reason, I believe this is one of the best reasons for you to have your own home-based business. And of course, everybody loves travel, but 1099 independent contractor, having your own home office and being able to get business tax deductions, but because you have your home office, folks, that's huge. If you get a chance, Google the tax deductions that are available to you as an independent contractor. It's huge. For me, for Brenda and I, we write off quite a bit, and that lowers, of course, our taxable income. And then finally, Brenda and I have been in the industry, travel, since 2005, full time. And so we've been working from home since that time. And the compensation plan, the pay plan, and unlimited $1,000, $10,000 bonuses. Brenda's happy wife, happy life. Overrides, we've actually built a huge team just by sharing the opportunity for people who see the benefits, home sweet home, as we do. And so we're overriding and residual income. There's nothing like doing something one time and receiving a check again and again and again. We're receiving a check even during this pandemic. We're receiving bonuses and overrides even during this pandemic. And what I like about that is we took the time to get that set up just by serving people, just by helping people. And so all of a sudden, the pandemic happens and it's almost freeze where you're at. And we're in a good place. And again, I left my job 2005. You may be in a situation that you need to start something now. You want to start now because the travel industry, businesses, we're talking about businesses coming back. The travel industry will be back, and it's going to be back with a vengeance. You want to be in position. You want to take the trade certifications, become that specialist. You want to have a circle of friends that you can help and support right now where you're getting $1,000 bonuses, creating residual income, and creating money coming in. You want to be able to, as Mariano mentioned, get that Vortex link out. If you're an organization, if you're a church, right now, get it out to the congregation in preparation for the return of travel. And as you've heard mentioned before, I'm a military guy. The Army, the Air Force, the Marines, we recruit year round. We recruit even when there's not a war so we can train and prepare for if there happens to be a breakout. Same as in the travel industry. We're building an army right now, and we invite you to join us. We're building an army knowing that we're going to be needed. We're going to be part of this economic recovery that's going to happen when travel returns and it busts out, and you've got all these people just like wild horses that have been pent down. They're going to bust out, and they're going to be traveling all over the world, the cruise industry. Where would you like to go on a cruise? They're going to be flying international. They're going to be going everywhere. What destination have you always wanted to go to? Well, I say go as a travel professional in Surge365. Well, that's all I have. This is our home sweet home. This is our Brenda and I. We're using Surge365 even now, and we invite you to join us. Back to you, Brenda.
Wow, thank you so much, Rick. That was great. Thank you, Laura, Mariano. I appreciate you guys taking the time to have a conversation from home, and we love this. And we're always here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. So look for us because we're going to continue to share with you what we're so excited about Surge365. And get back to the person who invited you to view this, because they're the ones that you really want to talk to, because you want to have your own home-based business also. And travel is the way to go. This industry will always survive. You don't have to have a 747 in your garage. You don't have to have a whole bunch of products or be on auto ship. You only travel when you want to travel. You only learn what you want to learn when you want to learn. And that's what we so love about our business. You won't be by yourself. We are here to work with you, help you be successful. And don't forget, you have those circle of friends around you. that want to do something, that want to change their family's financial future. So again, thank you so much for visiting us. Get back to the person who invited you to watch this video, who shared it with you, because now you can join us too. You can be the one that changes your family's financial future for the better. So we look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world, because we will be doing that again, like Laura's right there under her cabana. We will be traveling again. So everyone have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Bye-bye.